afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board. I'm happy to have the opportunity to come before you to give you a brief overview of our new MRGCD Water Gauge website. As Ann stated, we purchased the new software, Contrail by Onerain, to replace our more rudimentary software that no longer supported and that we had been using up until this point. We've been working since then to build out that new site and create a user-friendly tool that could be leveraged by our constituents, our staff, and various partners throughout the Middle Rio Grande Valley. I've prepared a pre-recorded video to show you guys how to navigate the site and also to call out some of the features of the new website. Okay, let's just jump right in. You can reach the site either via phone or computer by navigating to mrgcd.onerain.com. That'll take you to the home page. I'm going to go ahead and start with the maps to bring up a map of all of our gauges within the district. This map can also be reached directly from our website, mrgcd.com, by navigating to the home page, scrolling down, selecting water readings, and then selecting the MRGCD gauge map link. You'll note that there are some different icons for the gauges on the map here. To view a legend for those icons, you navigate to the Views menu on the map menu. The icons let us know whether a gauge is operational, out of service, in a timeout state, or if there is an alarm. We have created various views for each one of the divisions, as well as a view for USGS river gauges within the district. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Albuquerque Division map view. That's going to bring up all the gauges within the Albuquerque Division. The black line here designates the border for the division as well as the district. If you want to search for a particular site within that view, you can do so from the Sites tab of the main menu. Let's take a look at the Central Avenue Wasteway gauge. That'll bring up a quick view for that gauge, which displays the flow data in cubic feet per second, the upstream level in feet, and lets us know the last time we received data from that gauge. If you click on the title there, it'll bring you to that gauge's website page, where again, you can see the flow data, the upstream level, and a map showing you exactly where that gauge is located. Now, if you click on flow or upstream level, you will be able to see more information. Clicking on the flow gives us a hydrograph of flow over time for that gauge. If you scroll down, you'll see the historical data for the gauge. That data, if necessary, is downloadable using this green download tab here. You can download the data into a spreadsheet, a CSV, or a tab. So I'm going to hop back over to the map. If you would like to see sensor data on the map directly, you can do so by navigating to the Sensors tab on the map menu and enabling the sensor that you're interested in. I'm going to go ahead and enable flow, and you will see the flow pop up for each of the gauges on the map there. Another really interesting and exciting feature on the map is the ability to search for a specific location if you want to know what gauges are in that area. You just navigate up to that little sign icon there. You'll get an address bar. I'm going to search for the ABQ Biopark. I will note you need to press enter and then select the address that pops up. That'll zoom into the ABQ Biopark, and you can see the gauges that are in close proximity there. The Central Avenue Wasteway gauge is the closest one. I would like to note that now when we click on that quick view preview for the gauge, you can see the hydrograph because we've enabled flow for the sensor type on the map menu. If at any point you want to reset the map back to the default map, you can do so by simply refreshing the page, and that'll bring you back to that default view with the default base map. Now, if you don't like this color scheme, there are some different base map options. My personal favorite's the USGS satellite view, so I'll go ahead and enable that there. The map features a couple of fun layers that can give us more information about what's happening in the district. The NOAA weather radar layer can be toggled on under the layers category. You can see there wasn't any substantial weather over the district at the time that I made this video, but if you scroll out, you can see various weather patterns along the western United States. Another helpful layer is the USGS hydrography layer, which can also be toggled on under the layers map option. And that will highlight various surface water and label those bodies of water on the map. If you already know which site you'd like to look at or just want to peruse the various sites, you can do so from the Sites tab at the top of the page. All of the sites are listed in alphabetical order with a search bar. So let's again look for the Central Avenue Wasteway. That brings you right back to that same web page that we were able to access from the map. The last feature that I want to touch on here are the dashboards. We've created a dashboard for the MRGCD diversions for each one of the divisions, and also a dashboard for the USGS river gauges. I do want to note that we split the Belen division into an east and a west side. Let's go ahead and dive into the Albuquerque division dashboard here. So the dashboard gives us information about the diversion in that division, which is Angostura in this case. The second row gives us gauges that characterize supply for that division. And then you'll also see a list of all of the gauges in alphabetical order and a map of the division gauges. We think this tool, or these dashboards in particular, will be really helpful for water management decision-making and for our field employees who need to know what's happening in a certain area. So from the additional resources menu, you can reach our website again. And if you'd like to take a look at the Bureau of Reclamation schematic that you might already be accustomed to, you can still access that from our website if you navigate back to water readings and then click on the Bureau of Reclamation schematic link. And that about wraps up everything I wanted to share with you about the new site. I'm excited for everybody to check it out and would like to receive feedback if you have any. You can report feedback by navigating back to the home page, additional resources drop-down button, selecting report site feedback, which will bring you to a fillable form where you can give us your comments, concerns, or let us know if you've encountered any errors. So with that, I'll just leave you with some useful links that I mentioned throughout the presentation, and I'm happy to take any questions.